Dear colleagues, dear friends, I'm glad to welcome you to the International Youth Roundtable meeting, Intercultural Dialogue, Friendship of the Peoples of Eurasia. The meeting is dedicated to the International Day of Friendship. And first of all, I would like to say thanks to Россотрудничество in Zambia, to Janina Debikovskaya, the expert in the public and political communication. Without her support, our meeting wouldn't take place. And we highly appreciate your support, Janina.
Thank you very much.
Today, our participants are young leaders and students, activists of the Eurasian Youth Assembly, and representatives of the Public Diplomacy Club at the Russian Center of Science and Culture in the Republic of Zambia. And during our roundtable meeting, we will have several tracks. So the first one is the figure in history. So these are reports about the activities of the outstanding Russian and African diplomats, cultural figures, scientists, politicians, and prominent public figures. So for the report, it was necessary to choose a person whose activities have contributed to the development of interactions between Russia and African countries. And the second topic is intercultural dialogue. It includes presentations on the topic of culture, history, traditions, and values of the native country of the speaker. And moreover, the track may include fascinating details about literature, dance, poetry, customs and traditions, painting, national costume, and so on. The main aim of our roundtable is to provoke dialogue and friendship between young people of Eurasia. And my name is Kristina Tatarinkova. I'm the co-chair of the Coordination Council of the Youth Assembly and manager of youth projects and programs of the Department for Youth Cooperation of the General Secretariat of the Eurasian People's Assembly. So now I want to tell you a few words about the Assembly. The International Union of Non-Governmental Organizations, the Eurasian People's Assembly, was established at the first Congress on the 27th of May of 2017 in Moscow, and more than 2,500 representatives from 67 countries of the continent attended the Congress. So the establishment of the Eurasian People's Assembly is one of the most important tasks dictated by the modern time. And the main goal of the Youth Assembly is to unite the youth of the Eurasian countries, to represent and protect common interests, achieve socially useful goals in the development of the integration process of the Eurasian continent, the formation of a system of great partnership of the peoples of Eurasia on the basis of common spiritual and moral principles of peace and harmony on the Eurasian space through public diplomacy, culture, science, education, and entrepreneurship. And now we are ready to proceed to our speakers. And I want to give the floor to Janina to represent the speakers, the participant from the Public Diplomacy Club.
Thank you, Kristina. Thank you for this great initiative and inviting us. We don't feel us as a Eurasian people, right? We are African people here. Yes. Yeah, and in a room is not represent the whole club, but it's almost 20 people in a room, and also we are waiting for our participants who join us online. And yes, we are here very happy to share what we appreciate in our culture, and we are very interested to know more about Russian culture and behavior of other people, especially young people, because we have in a room and in our club students who already mostly are selected for studying in Russia. So, Kristina, be prepared that the whole club will come in October to Eurasian Assembly office and meet you personally. Yes, guys?
Oh,
sure, yes.
That would be great. We will be to welcome you here.
So let's understand very clear that it's just first step. Second step will be already in Moscow and offline. And with our club is young, but we are working to improve our skills in public diplomacy, public speeches, understanding and of diversity and beauty of diversity of the world. And also it's already third international bridge round table with Russia. And I feel that it is much better than just sitting in the class and study something, to have real interactions and real discussion, real talk and real experience. And thank you for this opportunity. Let me introduce leader of our club, Mark Adrian. He will be first presenter. And so Mark Adrian, please.
Okay, Mark Adrian, and I want to notice that now about 1,000 people from different countries are watching our translation, and then they can ask some questions.
Okay, thank you very much. It is an honor to be part of this community, and I am very grateful to have a chance to speak and give a presentation about our culture and about the many things that we will be talking about. So thank you very much once again. My name is Mark Adrian Kawata. I am the leader of the Public Diplomacy Club here at the Russian Cultural Center in Zambia, and Yanina, of course, who we are so grateful to for giving us such opportunities to share and talk about the many things that we can use as young people. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about the topic that is role models. So as a young person growing up in Africa, an African context, we have people that we look up to, people who help us grow in the things that we want to be. So a role model basically is just a person who is your inspiration, the drive that a person who is basically a driving force to what you want to become. A role model doesn't necessarily have to be someone who is a very high public figure or someone who's done extremely much, but someone who's just as hardworking and as passionate as they can be. So even with my fellow students here, part of the Public Diplomacy Club, I'm sure all of them, if not most of them, have a role model. They have someone who helps them, someone who builds them. So I think I can ask maybe just 2 students to just give us the names of African role models that we have in Zambia that they consider to be people who are their inspiration. So quickly, let me just give you 2 people, and then from there, I'm going to continue. So anyone, please, your role model, Zambian role model. Sorry. So we have someone who is Steve Nyerenda, and then another one. And then another one is PK Shala. So the last one is a very prominent name in the Zambian music center. So for me, my role models are, there is one prominent musician in the Zambian culture who we call Makitu. So this person, people, they even say that we look alike. I don't know if it's true, but they say that we look alike. Is it true, guys? Yeah. See. So let me show you a picture of this person. So to the right, the one in shades, yes, he's looking very dark like me. So this here is a musician who started from the rags of Zambia. He started from the lowest possible place that he can start from. He is a fighter, and he calls himself the ghetto president, just simply meaning that he is a person for the people who have nothing. This person started from the lowest slums of Zambia. He worked his way to the top of Zambian music, and I'm sure my fellow students here can help me attest when I say that right now he might be maybe the biggest name in Zambian music. He has performed in biggest platforms. He has been the top for so long. But this person did not start from a place that is big. He started from a place that is small. So as the topic role models, for me, it is very, very, very nice to see and very inspiring to have someone who started from the little, just like me, and then have him do so much. So it is a driving force to me saying, well, if he can do it from nothing, I can also do it. if he can start from nowhere and be the biggest name in Zambian music, I can also do it. And myself, I'm a musician, but I'm not going to sing. Yes. So Maki too here, he has been the biggest name in Zambian music, as I have said, for a very long time. And again, my other role model from him, who is also his role model, is the person to his left, and that is our former president, or our late former president, Michael Chilufya Sata. May his soul rest in peace. So he was known as King Cobra because he was so fearless. This man was not afraid to speak out his mind. He spoke for the poor people. He spoke to anyone as though they don't really have to be fearless. They don't really have to fear anything. So these two people, to me, they give me the drive to become someone better. Knowing how Mr. Michael Chilufya Sata started also, he was a fighter. He fought under an opposition party until he became to be the president. And through his struggle, we could see how much of a fighter he was. Maki too, here on the right side, he even calls himself young Michael Chilufya Sata. So you can see how big these names are. And I'm not only getting one part, which is the youth, but there is also a father here who is a father to the nation. So a role model is important for us young people growing up in an African context, because we do not come from as much as people just start from where they have everything, but we have to fight our way through it. And then having a role model who started from a low place, who started from the lowest possible part, is very good, because it is encouraging us to say, wow, if these people really started from where I am right now to work their place to become the biggest and most prominent people in the Zambian history, I can also do it. I can also be a great person. And through their fighting, I also call myself a fighter. I also call myself a person who will not be shaken by anything. So having a role model keeps us going. It gives us the energy that we need to become someone in the near future that we are having. And also coming to Russia, where we will come, we'll also have that fighting spirit, knowing that even though we are in a different land, we're going to make it there too. In fact, I'm coming to play in the snow. Yes. So that was the small presentation that I prepared about role models, the Zambian role models that we have. And then if to mention a few of the role models that I have from here at the Russian Center, Yanina is one of our fighters as well. So thank you very much. If there are any questions for my presentation, that was it. Thank you so much. Are there any questions from the topic that was role models?
I guess the topic is really interesting, and it is very important for every young person. And I think that every person has a dream. And what about your dream?
Okay, my dream. Okay, so my dream is to be the best I can be in everything that I do. So what I can simply say is I'm a person who's done so many things. Like I said, I love music. So I choose to be, and I try to be the best when I'm doing music. I do photography. When I do photography, I want to be the best in everything. And when I do, let's say in my studies, I want to be the top of everyone. And so my dream is to be the best in every situation that I can find myself in. My dream is to have people look at me as an example. My dream is to have people follow me for the good that I've done. And my dream is to share the knowledge that I will acquire to the rest of Zambia, and not only Zambia, to the world. So my dream is basically to make a mark like my name on the world. So I'm going to leave mark on the world. Thank you.
That's great. Thank you. Thank you very much. And about photography, I would like to invite you to join our international youth project. It is photo contest, Discover Eurasia. So you can send us some photos via the link in our social media account. And there are several topics, for example, different generations, the memory of some great historical events, the volunteers of some countries, also some touristic routes, nature, sports, and so you can participate and share your photos with us.
Thank you very much. I would definitely do that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So I don't know if there are any other questions, or we will go to our second speaker from our side.
Yeah, I guess we can go to the next speaker.
Thank you, Christina. So the next speaker is the director of the music club at the Russian Center. And please help me welcome Solomon.
Thank you very much. I would like to appreciate the work that is being done in helping us improve our speaking practices. So we have a lot of presentations, and there were some that we chose to undertake. So like Mark Adrian said, I'm Solomon Zunda Simbe, a student here at the Russian Center. The topic that we're going to discuss about is culture music in Zambia. First of all, we're going to start with tradition here in Zambia. So traditional Zambian music is characterized by a lot of singing and dancing. The instrument that is played more at any other is the drum. The drum is simply an instrument that is made from animal skin and wooden particles like the tree. There are some trees that are specifically used to make certain types of drums. And there are some types of skins that are used to make the top part of the drum. A good example is the skin for a goat. So there's some, the Zambian traditional xylophone. That is an instrument that was used long time ago. I'm sure it has now been modernized. That instrument has holes just down the canvas down. So there are some sticks, about 2 sticks, which are rounded in rocks and plastic. So on each of those bars of wood, there is a certain sound that comes out from each of them. So when you hit on each of them, there's a certain sound that comes out. So we have some types of music here in Zambia, traditional music. So the first one is the Kalindula type of music. So this Kalindula type of music originated from the town of Samfya in Zambia's Luapula province. Kalindula is only one of the many types of music performed across the area. So Kalindula songs are often played during celebrations and on funerals. This Kalindula ceremony, the Kalindula type of music is practiced by the popular artists here like Piket Shala and just to mention a few. So this is the full set of drums. So this type of drums can be found in the Zambia National Museum here in Lusaka. We have the, it's called marimba there. It's usually for the Tongas. Then we have different type of drums there behind, as you can see, of different heights. We have other instruments known as the kalinga. It is also used to produce different sounds. So as you can see, all the drums that are there, they produce different sounds. And it also matters with the type of wood and the type of animal skin that you use. Then if you want the sound to be stiff, you have to sharpen the nodes. There's a part of the drum where you have to sharpen it and dry it in the sun. Then we have the akalela type of music. So this is created by beating 3 large drums while over 30 people dance in well choreographed formations. An organizational feat that is usually performed in large open spaces and draws huge crowds. So this is also a dance that is practiced on ceremonies and funerals as well. So the sound of drums can be transmitted over a distance of 10 kilometers. Like I said before, the sound and vibrant of the beats of the drums is very important. So it has to be connected to the type of skin, animal skin that you use, and the type of wood that you use. So we have the Imfunkutu type of music. This type of music is played by instruments, the drums, the xylophone, and the marimba. And this is a happy type of music. So it needs you to dance to your fullest happiness. So the Infokutu is a traditional sexual dance performed by women. It is created by beating very small drums which can fit between the knees. This type of a dance, which is accompanied by the music, is usually practiced by the Bemba people. They usually play the drums I'll use the English term, bridal shower. Here we can call it, or the kitchen party. So here they have imbusa. Those are the old women who are supposed to nurture a married woman, a woman that has not yet been married off. So they teach them how to behave in marriages, and they teach them sexual dances when it comes to the husband and to keep the family going, which is the marriage. So this type of music is mainly performed at traditional weddings, like I said. There's a part where the woman has to practice before the bridal shower. Then the woman is asked to dance whichever way she wants, if it's a sexual dance or if it's a traditional dance that she wishes. So this one is usually by the Bembas, done by the Bembas. So we have one of the famous traditional artists, Piquet Shala. He's my role model because he talks so much about culture. These are the guys that focused their music on culture. All their songs have a meaning. So there's Albert Mule as well. Then there's Costa Chola. So we have the art in Zambia. The first artist that is in art is Steri Mwaba. So this person uses sculptures and paintings to reflect on Zambia's past and future. So the art that Steri Mwaba puts up is specifically to tell, or rather to depict, the past and the future of mainly Zambia. So the traditions, Steri has most of the paintings and sculptures portrayed in the museums there at Lusaka National Museum. They have a different story on each of them. So some of them are on different tribes and traditions, and some of them are on dances. Okay, so we have Henry Tayali. So he was one of Zambia's best-known painters and sculptors. The paintings mostly displays painting and sculpture temporary exhibitions, including the work of artists. So this is also a person that is very famous here, that is known by most people if they love art, like I do. So this guy started from scratch. He was very good at art back in school, and he later on took his studies and had more interest in art. So he had a lot of people that used to teach him. One of them was the uncle. The uncle used to paint, and he also used to do sculptures. So that was the role model for Henry Tayali. So this is one of the art which is done by our students here at the Russian Center, Waison Nkata. On the first portrait to my left, there is the lady in the guitar. This lady believes in one saying: life sucks, music doesn't. So this woman, rather lady, loves music so much, and she goes extra mile to play it at each and every time. Then the second one is the guy in the middle. He loves music too, but one of his role models is Makitu. So there's the lady here. This is a lady whose role model is Rihanna. So the dress code that she puts up is that of Rihanna. I'm not sure if that is it, but according to the artist. Okay. So we have one of our famous writers here in Zambia, Binwe Osinyangwe. His first novel was Queues of Desire. This novel was published in 1993. His novel is simply about a young, hard-strong boy who has to balance his parents' desire for him to achieve an education with his immature wishes. This guy simply had a lot of wishes and imaginations. He wanted to be somebody successful. So most of the novels that Binwe Osinyangwe writes, part of them are on his future and his past. So we have Ellen Banda. She was the first Zambian author to win a regional award. Thank you very much. That is the end of the presentation.
Okay, thank you. It was very interesting, and the pictures, the artworks, they are simply amazing. And we would like to ask you some questions. For example, you personally do some arts. For example, you play music or you draw some paintings.
I do music.
Oh, that is great. Okay. So I guess we can proceed to the next speaker.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That was Solomon with the presentation on culture, art, music, and of course, writers. Our next speaker is Tionge. She's going to be talking about the three main traditions that we have in Zambia, but she is just now logging in on the meeting. So I don't know if there are any other questions that you would have for us as we await her presence.
Okay, we can wait for a bit. And I can tell you that here, for example, in Russia, we love art very much. So we like to read books, to draw some paintings. And what is the most popular hobby of young people in Zambia?
The most popular hobby of young people in Zambia, I think, has to be music. It has to be music. Every young person in Zambia has maybe sung a song or is going to sing a song or plays something. So music is what unites us in Zambia. Every year, I can tell you, every year when Christmas period, December is approaching, there's always a new song to dance to for the youth. I think music for us is what is really, really prominent for Zambian youths. But among other things also, others engage into poetry, comedy.
Oh.
Yeah.
And what about some sports?
Some sports. The most popular sport we have here is football.
Oh,
yes,
that's great.
Football is really popular. Our national team is called the Chipolo Polo. That simply means the copper bullets. Yes. So it's very popular. It's the most celebrated sport in Zambia. Everyone's emotions are rising when the national team is playing. So football for us is simply our sport. What about there in Russia? What do you enjoy?
We also enjoy football, and of course also it is hockey, because we have the ice, the snow, and winter sports are really popular.
Okay, that's really nice. I see there's also when a lake has been frozen, people go to skate there.
Yeah, that's true.
That's really nice. Now we've been learning about your culture and it's very intriguing. One of the things that I find really peculiar about the Russian culture is caviar, the foods.
The food.
The food.
And what about the traditional food of Zambia?
Okay, for us, the traditional foods that we have. So we have, I don't know if you know what caterpillars are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so now the caterpillars, we dry them up, and then after we dry them up, they make this really, really nice liuda for us that we have. So it's really nice. It's really, really nice. And then after, I think, apart from that, what else? Okay, we have chikanda. I really don't know how to explain how it's, yeah. Okay, so it's just a mixture of different types of roots. Yes, different types of roots, and also that's basically that.
That's great. And if other participants of our meeting from your club can say something, they are welcome also to say, to tell us about themselves. It would be also great.
Okay, then I would like to invite some of our students to just ask questions or even just tell you about themselves. So
yes, we would like.
Okay, so first off, I'm going to invite Stanley.
Okay.
He's going to introduce himself, and yes, Stanley. Yeah. Oh yeah, good afternoon.
Hello, Stanley.
Yeah, hi. I've been following the presentation closely, and I'm quite impressed with how open you guys are in exchanging information with us back here. As an aspiring student to come over there in Russia, I obviously have to learn the Russian culture and what happens there. And I'm happy that you people are actually open to share with us a few of those things that we have been learning here from the people who have been that side. But as a youth, I would like to know, how is it over there when it comes to you people trying to teach foreign people, students, your various activities that you do there? How do you guys find that? Do you find it difficult, or maybe you are really interested in doing that?
Yes, we are really interested to share our experience with other people, with other nations. We would like to provoke intercultural dialogue, to tell more about our literature, our culture, our customs to other people, to promote friendship. And our meeting, by the way, is dedicated to the International Day of Friendship.
Okay.
And I guess it would be really fascinating for everyone to organize our meeting here in Moscow. And we can also introduce you to our youth members here in Moscow, also from Russia and from other countries, and some students from different countries who study here, from Kazakhstan, from Kyrgyzstan, from European countries such as Bulgaria, Serbia, and other people from Turkey, from France, from Italy, and I guess we can all communicate and share our opinions, and that would be really great.
All right, thanks.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you.
We're going to continue with our students, but I think our speaker is here now. She's ready to do her presentation, and allow me to welcome Tionge. Tionge, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Am I supposed to be showing you guys the pictures as well?
Just go ahead and start. If it's possible, you can, but just go ahead.
So my presentation. Oh, my name is Yonge Ziva, and my presentation is on the Chwala ceremony. Or let me say on the major traditional ceremonies that we have in Zambia. So I'll start with the Chwala ceremony, which is done in the eastern part of Zambia by the Ngoni people. So the Chwala ceremony is celebrated by the Ngoni of Eastern Province at Ntenguleni village in Chipata. So the first crops of their season are blessed by the paramount chief Mpezeni. Chief Mpezeni is the chief of the Chwala ceremony. So this happens every last week of February. Are you able to get it?
Sorry, Tionge, could you please summarize the information? And is it possible showing information with the visual representation? People that might be watching may not really understand what you are talking about. Even picture would be much better.
Adrian has the pictures. I sent the pictures to Adrian, so I think he can be showing them.
Okay, you can just go ahead as you have planned.
Yes, so I will summarize the week. The Nchwala ceremony is the annual traditional ceremony where the people of Eastern Province come together during the last week of February. So these people, they wear they put on the animal skins to show that they are warriors. Then they carry the bow and an arrow. I'll move to the next one, which is the Kulamba ceremony. Kulamba ceremony means the Thanksgiving. So the Kulamba ceremony is a traditional ceremony of the Chewa speaking people, also found in the eastern part of Zambia, but mainly in Katete. So the ceremony takes place at Paramount Chief. The ceremony is held in August of Katete district. I hope Adrian is showing you guys like the pictures. So it takes place in the last weekend of August Are you showing them the pictures?
No, unfortunately, we have having some technical issues, so you can't show your video representation.
Okay, so maybe we will listen to the report, yes, and in the end we can show the pictures. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So I was saying the Kulamba ceremony happens in, like, takes place in Katete, and it happens in August. So this one is done like by 3 countries, which is Zambia, Malawi, and Mozambique. Then I'll go to the last one, which is the Kuomboka ceremony. The Kuomboka ceremony is a word in Lozi language. It literally means to get out. If you see on the pictures, you see that the ceremony takes place on water, like from one shore to another. And this can't happen if there's little or no rainfall, because meaning they won't have the bumper, the bumper harvest. So the ceremony cannot take place if there is little or no rainfall. So Adrian, I think you can show them the first picture of the Nchwala ceremony.
Sorry, I can't seem to find the pictures where I saved them. So just
Try to ask Solomon. I sent some to Solomon. I think he has. Okay, so this ceremony takes place at the end of the rain season, and then it takes place in the western part of Zambia. The main reason why this ceremony, like the main reason why it takes place, is to thank God for their bumper harvest. As I said, this ceremony cannot take place if there is like little or no rainfall. So the move of the Litunga king of the Lozi people from this compound at really in the Barotel flatland of the Zambezi River. So they go on the Zambezi River, then they move from like one shore to the other, and they wear traditional outfits, like, you know, tenge materials to represent their culture and everything. Then at the Litunga moves between one shore to another, is what is known as the Kuomboka ceremony. Are you able to get me, guys? Can you get me?
yes.
Yeah, okay. So the current Litunga as at now is Luwosi the second. That's the current Litunga of the Kuomboka ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
So I'm going to send the pictures to Adrian so that he can show you what I was talking about. I sent to him last time, but I think he just lost them.
Yeah. And one question, it is interesting to hear about the celebrations and some traditions. And what about the national costume?
About this traditional ceremony?
Yes.
Okay, they have like the Nchwala ceremony, they wear animal skins.
Okay.
Yeah, the animal skins, and then they also carry the bow and an arrow to show that they are warriors. They won the battle that took place like a long time ago. And then the Kulamba ceremony, these guys, like, they usually have these dances, the Nyao dances. In the pictures, you're going to see what I'm talking about. So they also wear some animal skins, and then there are some that wear clothes, like toned clothes. Then the Kuomboka ceremony, they have these, I don't know how to say them, but yeah, they're like some designed type of clothes, mainly for their tradition. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So that was all for our presentations from our side. If at all there are any other questions that you would have for us, or now we can continue to you speaking to a few of our other students. I don't know.
Yes, we can also talk to other students. Yeah, if they want to say something for our audience to hear. And by the way, our audience asks questions. Is it Zambia? Because we see that you have the Russian alphabet. Yeah.
Yes, it is Zambia. This is just our classroom. So that is the alphabet that we use to learn the language. So we can speak here and there. We can greet. We're getting there with the language.
Yeah. So we can meet some more members of the youth club. Yeah.
Okay, so I would like to invite Doris to come. Doris, please, guys, applaudissements.
Hi.
Hi, Doris.
How are you? Okay.
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. So I have one question.
Yeah.
Since most of us here, in fact, let me just say all of us are aspiring to come to Russia. So what's one thing that you would advise us to do when we get there?
Of course, I would advise you to walk on the streets to see the main architectural places, the main monuments. Of course, as you know, it is Red Square. And also you should visit Tretyakov Gallery. And also you can just, actually, I think the best way to discover Russia, or if we talk about Moscow, which is just walking by the streets in the center, to see these historical buildings and feel the atmosphere, and then to sit in a cafe and try some traditional Russian tea and other cuisine. And of course, to feel Russia, you should visit other countries, other regions, because you know the nature is really different in many regions. And also there are so much to see, so to discover Russia you should have like a week or more.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So next up, we're going to have Alfred. Alfred. Hello.
Hello, Alfred.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay.
So Alfred, yeah, okay.
Okay, so I'm a food guy. I love food. Yeah. So when I come to Russia, what's the best food you recommend for me to have, to taste for the first time?
Of course, you should try the soup, the most famous Russian soup, which is borscht.
Okay.
So
Why does it sound dangerous?
Oh no, it is not dangerous. It is made of cabbage, yeah, and some beetroot. So there are vegetables, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, and also you should try some desserts like some chocolate sweets or the apple pie, which is really popular.
Okay.
Yeah, and also the pie made with honey. Yeah.
Okay. Well, the only pies I know about here in Zambia are meat pie, chicken pie,
Yeah.
all those meat in them. Yeah. I've heard of the vegetable pies and the fruit pies, but I've never really tested them. So I'm intrigued.
Yeah. And here the most famous pies are, of course, the pies from Ossetia. So they have the pies with meat, with vegetables, and it is really the tradition of the region.
Okay.
And they make probably the most delicious pies.
Maybe you've got a question for me as well?
Yes, tell us about yourself, about your interests, your goals, your hobby.
Well, just like our presenter, Mark said, most of us in Zambia are really fascinated by music, which it's also something I also like to do, but then not the singing type, rap mainly. Yeah, so I'm that type of guy, and I read a lot. I'm a movie person, mostly science fiction. And what else? I love sports. Not really soccer like the one most Zambians like. I don't know if you have it in Russia, rugby.
Rugby. Yeah, it is rugby actually.
I might not have the body for rugby, but I have the mentality for rugby and the aggression for rugby. So yes, I guess basically that's me. Movie, music, a little bit of sports. I like to interact. Yeah.
Dreams for the future.
Dreams for the future. I dream to be one of the best computer engineers in the world. Which, yeah, you know, I'm intrigued by telecommunication, and it's very ironic that I'm actually speaking to a nation that has contributed so much to telecommunication in the world. Yeah, and I'm inspired by your scientific achievements, which is one of the main reasons why I really want to come to Russia and discover for myself and learn from the best. You know, yeah, I guess that's me and what I would like. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. It was very interesting to hear, and of course it's exciting because here we appreciate the technical professions, the IT sphere, the telecommunications, and of course this is the future.
Ah, yeah, true. I guess that's enough for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much, Alfred. Next up, we're going to have yes, Midas, please. Please come. Yes, so we're going to have Midas to come and introduce herself, and yes, please.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Midas. My question is, how is the weather there? Like summer, during summer?
It is like the weather is not so hot. For example, we have some rain and it's about 20 degrees now, but it was hotter about some days ago, but the weather changes.
Okay.
Yeah. And in Zambia?
Okay. During summer here, it's very hot. Summer, winter, and it's very cold as well. Then we've got the rains.
Yeah. But it's like in summer we can have 20 or 30 degrees, and in winter it can be 0 degrees or minus 10 degrees or 20. It changes. Yeah, and of course it's snowing, but only in winter, not in summer.
Thank you.
Yeah, and tell us about yourself something. Do you like art? Do you like to study languages, for example?
Yeah, I do. I do like to study languages. And one of my favorite is French, apart from Russian though. Yeah, French and Russian. So I'm trying to study Russian.
Right. And is it difficult to study Russian, for example?
No, not really.
Okay, so we wish you luck with your studies.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and excellent marks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I see there's another one of our students from the Russian Center who's part of the meeting. I see she wants to say something. I don't know if she's ready. Delia, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you please switch on your video? We want to see you.
No.
Don't be shy.
No. Yeah, I just have a question.
Please go ahead.
My name is Delia, as Macadrian has introduced me. I'm also a student at the Russian Center, aspiring to come to your country, Russia. So my question is, what are the most maybe traditional drinks that you guys in Russia have that you would recommend someone who would like to come there to taste?
Excuse me, traditional drink?
Yes.
Yeah. So here we really like to drink tea, especially the black tea with some national herbs. Yeah, it is really good for your health, and it is really makes you warm. When you are cold during winter or autumn, you drink tea and you feel great.
Thank you.
Yeah, and also we have some drinks with berries. So in Russian we call it like kompot. So it is like juice with sugar, and it is really tasty.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Delia. Another one of our students has raised a hand. Mutango Kayawe.
Yes, my name is Ntango. I'm an online student. So I would just love to know what are some of the things Russia is known for?
Excuse me, can you repeat, please?
What are some of the things Russia is known for?
I believe that Russia is known for its culture, for its cultural heritage, for its traditions. For example, for our writers and poets such as Pushkin, Lermontov, Tolstoy, Dostoevsky. I hope you will read some of their works, maybe not now, maybe in the future, in original text. Yeah, you read already?
Pushkin's poems.
Pushkin, yeah, that is great. So we all learn them here at school, at universities, and we really appreciate their works. Also, there is Anton Pavlovich Chekhov. So his theater plays are really popular around the world.
There's something important also. So, colleagues, from next week we start repetitions on Metel of Pushkin. So we will do this drama for graduation ceremony in September. So next week we'll be casting and we will do it in Russian. And also here, even in this room, there are a lot of very good students who can read in good Russian poems. Yes, but Metel will be our top achievement in Russian, I believe.
Yeah, that is really fascinating. I'm greatly surprised to hear that, and I hope you will like broadcast the play, or you will make a video so we can watch it, how you act, how you participate.
Please.
By now we have some more students.
Yes, we do have some more students.
Okay.
Okay, so right now we're going to invite Senir. Senir, please.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Semia.
Yeah.
I'm actually a student here at the Russian Cultural Center. Yeah. So I would like to ask a question. I hear there are beautiful places in Russia, yeah, but apart from the Red Square, which other places would you recommend me to go to? Nice.
Okay. So you talk about Moscow?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Moscow.
Yes, actually there are many places to go if you visit Russia, because Russia is the largest country. So you can see, of course, Red Square, which is like the classical road for tourists. And also if you go to St. Petersburg, you can visit Petrograd and the Palace of Yekaterina. Also, you can visit Hermitage. Moreover, if you go to Irkutsk region, you can see the famous Baikal Lake. It is really popular and it is really beautiful, just amazing. If you visit in summer or winter, like all the time. And also to discover, for example, not only the monuments and buildings, but also the nature. You can visit different regions like Caucasus, Kamchatka, Altaisky Krai, and some more. And of course, also you can visit some you can swim in the sea and visit some popular for tourists places such as the resorts in, for example, Anapa or Sochi or some other regions.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So I guess now the time is over. Yeah, it's like more than an hour. Yeah.
But we have gift for you and for all Russian audience, because Mark Adrian is not only leader of Public Diplomacy Club, he is also winner of our Russian poems conducted to the 75th anniversary of Second World War, and he would like to present part of the poem now.
Yeah, of course, of course. You're
Okay.
welcome.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to do the poem, which is Dimenya Yavernus.
Wow, my favorite poem.
Dedicated to you then. Жди меня, и я вернусь. Жди меня, только очень жди. Жди. Sorry, let me start again. Let me just start again. Жди меня, и я вернусь. Только очень жди. Жди, когда наводит грусть, желтые дожди. Жди, когда снега метут. Жди, когда жара. Жди, когда других не ждут, позабыв вчера. Жди меня, и я вернусь. Не желай добра. Пусть поверит сын и мать. I end here. It's been long since I did it. Thank you very much.
Okay, it's really great. Thank you. Thank you.
Before we finish, another gift that I'd like to give you is a Russian song that we're going to do with the Russian music director, which is Solomon. So we're going to do the song that is Ничего на свете лучше нет.
Wow.
So guys, we're just going to need you to go like this. Okay, so we're waiting for the instrumental.
Ничего на свете лучше нету, чем брать друзьям по белу свету. Тем, кто дружит, не страшны тревоги, нам любые дороги дороги. Нам любые дороги дороги. Ла-ла-ла-ла-ла, ла-ла-ла-ла-ла, ла-ла-ла-ла, е-е-е-е.
Браво!
Мы свое призвание забудем, смех и радость мы приносим людям. Нам творцов заманчивые своды не заменят никогда свободе. Не заменят никогда свободе. Ла-ла-ла-ла-ла, ла-ла-ла-ла-ла, ла-ла-ла, е-е-е-е-е. Наш ковер цветочная поляна, наши стены сосны великаны, наша крыша небо голубое, наше счастье жить такой судьбою, наше счастье жить такой судьбою. Ла-ла-ла-ла-ла, 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 ла-ла-ла-ла-ла. La la la, yeah, 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 yeah.
That was great. Actually, perfect. Yeah, it is the famous song.
We are waiting for you, Christina, here. Now you are in love with Zambia, we guess, yes?
Yes, of course.
You didn't expect, I am sure that you didn't expect that we have so perfect speakers here, so open hearts and minds. And yes, we come to Moscow and we're also waiting for young Russians here in Zambia. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Thank you very much. And I'm fascinated that your Russian is so perfect. Like, I see that you study really hard and you could practice Russian here in Moscow. Yeah, we would like to see you and we invite you to join us here.
Thank you so much. Thank you for.
Thank you.
Definitely coming this year.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay,
All right.
bye.